The next question is Lane Kiffin or will Lane Kiffin be the next head coach at Florida? Daniel, are you in or are you out?
I'm gonna say I'm out again. I hate to sound like the negative Nancy here, but the reason why I'm gonna say I'm out, and this is once again, I fully acknowledge I'm not watching every single college football game. I like college football. I'm not, but if we're talking about an upgrade, Florida is obviously a well-renowned program. What does it do for me if I'm Lane Kiffin? Like, I built something very good at Ole Miss. I am winning football games. I won 10+ games the past 2 years. What does it do for me, right? I'm making good money, and maybe if it's a pay raise, I understand. And this isn't saying that Florida shouldn't consider him. Florida 1,000% should consider him. But if I'm a head coach and if I'm Lane Kiffin, I just don't know if I'm going to spurn the Ole Miss team that I'm on right now and just head to Florida for no reason. I mean, who do we got? What's the situation there? What are you going for that, is there a star quarterback that you already have there? What are you getting out of it? Maybe I understand if, like you said, if there's a pay raise, I understand that. But for me, looking at Ole Miss, I think he's got something good going on with Ole Miss. And I just don't think that I would if I'm Lane Kiffin, I don't know if I'm taking that job at Florida. I don't see it as a massive upgrade. I think that it's fine. I think it's an upgrade, maybe, sure, but at some point, I think these head coaches understand, hey, if I just stay where I'm at, it's the same conversation you can have with Dan Lanning in Oregon. Stay where you're at, build the culture, build your legacy there, and if a crazy job opens up, maybe. But I think Lane Kiffin's doing a fine job at Ole Miss, and I think that they should be interested in Lane Kiffin. I just don't think that Lane Kiffin should take that job. So if we're talking in or out, I am currently out on Lane Kiffin to be the Florida head coach. And like I said, he's got a contract with Ole Miss. Obviously, he can get out of it, but he just signed it. He signed through 2030, I believe. I'm out on Lane Kiffin to be the next head coach for Florida.
I don't know. I think it's intriguing. I think that it makes a lot of sense. I think Florida is more sexy than Ole Miss. I think you would probably restore a lot of faith in the Gators program with Lane Kiffin as the head coach. I think Lane Kiffin is a true turnaround difference maker. And I think that it does more for his legacy to turn around Florida than it does staying at Ole Miss, to be quite honest with you. I think with the pipeline that he's going to have at Florida, there's a lot more to work with, and it's a more of attractive destination. Hey, do you want a hottie toddy or do you want to be a Gator, right? I think that the Florida Gators make a lot of sense for Lane Kiffin, and you still stay in the division, in the conference. You do. I mean, I think Lane Kiffin, I'm in on it. I think Lane Kiffin could be the next head coach of the Florida Gators.
The place that it all goes down. Get up, let me begin. This is 𝗕𝗘𝗏𝗧. You ain't heard about us yet, well you better know now, because it's the place that it all goes down.
Shout out Young Swift.